These are the best French fries I've ever made. And what are ultimate French fries? Perfectly glassy, crisp fries. Ooh, fluffy, potatoey interior, and made easier than ever. Listen to that crunch. Even if you want to do a classic French fry, you have to find the right russet potato. Then there's still multiple steps, often with freezing, and it takes even overnight sometimes to make a really great regular French fry. But we're not here to make regular French fries. With this recipe, it's creamy on the inside and crispy on the outside. You can make it tonight with any russet potato. That's the ultimate French fry. You need a pot to boil them in. You're gonna peel them. You're gonna want a Ziploc bag or two, because we're gonna roll them in. Something to mash them, so you're basically making mashed potatoes, and you're adding lots and lots of this secret ingredient here, which you have in your cupboard right now probably. Cool, let's do it. I like peeling potatoes at the sink. And I'm gonna go for a kilo of peeled potato. I don't know if people know potatoes anymore, but that's like part of this little thing is like an eye getter. Here's another one. Whoop. Mind blown. So if I boil this whole potato, the outside is gonna cook and dissolve basically for a long time before the interior cooks. I don't want that because I want potato flavor and I want potato starch, and I don't want to just make like a potatoey slurry broth. If I go too small, like if I went really fine, basically all this potato flavor and starch is gonna wash into the water, and I'm gonna be left with a bunch of kind of like bland potato cellulose. So that's why you go about, 3/4 inch or so. The other thing too is you're gonna bring it to a boil and then you simmer it nice and slow, because that boiling actually washes off the potato a lot. And not a lot of water either, like as much water as potato basically. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in the water, not a ton. So this to me so far is like the exact technique I would recommend for anybody making mashed potatoes. So you bring it to a boil like this, and then you turn it down, and we just hang out and let them cook until they're, classic. Give it a little poke. If the knife slides out, you're good. Basically, I want to hone in on the idea of they're not like a pureed potato, because I did do some pureed potato trials, and they end up too gummy, like a little too sticky on the inside. Potatoes go in, potatoes come out. Easy peasy. I'm gonna add starch. Starch is gonna make it crispy, crispy, crispy. All the French fries you're buying at the grocery store have the same stuff all over it, especially if you get sweet potato fries. There's so much sugar in sweet potato fries that they have to add more starch to the outside to make them crispy, so they don't get all gummy. So I try to keep it a little bit fluffy. Like imagine if it was like a biscuits dough. So I'm just gonna scoop from the bottom and fold it. I don't want them super dense. You just mix until it's like all incorporated. That's about it. I'm basically gonna roll out a sheet. And you could do this with parchment paper. If you don't wanna use plastic, you don't have to use plastic. I'm gonna put half in one bag, half in another. It doesn't have to be exact. We're gonna eat a lot of fries today. I like to squeeze out as much air as I can. So I just do one of these, boop, 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 boop. To get like nice, consistent French fries, I'm gonna use my favorite little pastry bars, but you can use like a couple little wooden dowels, whatever you want. Or you don't even have to use them. You can just like roll them without it. That's it, this just goes in the fridge. They just need to get cold and the starch gels. This is gonna be French fry gold, I promise you. It's hard to tell, but they're firm now. I'm going to cut them. What do I want here? I'm gonna go this long. And if some break, whatever. Take a little more starch. It'll make the outside even crispier. Now we're gonna fry the fries. 375 works just fine. You can use any oil you want. They're gonna taste a lot like whatever oil you use. If you use an avocado oil, they're gonna be a little bit avocado-y, teeny bit. Maybe you like that. For my ultimate fries, for the steak frites, I like beef fat. Just in case, get your Kobe beef fat out. But even like the best beef fat is dirt cheap. I'm using it because I like the flavor, it's insane. But I'm gonna take these guys out for just a second. They don't look done, and that's because they're not. That's just one fry. So the oil's gonna come back up, fries are gonna cool off for a second, and they go back in for another 2 minutes or so, or really until they're as dark as you want them. Okay, our oil's up. So all these fries are gonna go back in. Whoop. In just another minute or two. They're getting dark quick, like brown quick. You can see like already. Ooh, getting some color. Let them keep going. You guys want time fries? Yeah. Watch it, be careful. Are you ready? Careful. You can throw garlic in there, any herbs you want. Oh yeah. Holy smokes. Super, super crispy, crusty, crunchy exterior. And the inside still perfectly fluffy. And I don't have to source a special potato or measure a special water content potato. That's insane. These are honestly the best fries I've ever made. It's ultimate French fries every time. They're actually really, really easy. Give them a try. We gotta make more fries.
Subscribe to our channel and visit chefsteps.com for more tips, recipes, guides, and tools to help you level up in the kitchen.